Alright, and we're back with some more Silent Hill 2. What are you staring at over there? Anyways, we're actually going to get rid of Maria very quickly. So we're going to go up to 3rd floor here. Now, this part does give me the willies because, you know, admittedly, when I was younger, I had really, really shitty asthma, I had a lot of health issues, so I'm not really comfortable around hospitals in real life. So, we're going to drop her off. 7335. I think that code changes based on the difficulty. But we're going to just drop her off in room 3.
James. Wait a minute. I'm kind of tired. It's just a hangover.
You should rest.
So comfy.
I'm gonna go look for her. For Laura. I'll be back as soon as I can.
So yeah, we can go ahead and grab the roof key. Now, if you interact with her while she's on that bed, that increases your chances of getting the Maria ending as well. So now that we're in floor 3, I just skipped a little bit of a puzzle. That's just the normal solution. These are the nurses, which pretty much everybody likes to go, oh, it's the iconic Silent Hill enemy. They are technically in every Silent Hill game in some form. But in this one in particular, I've always viewed it as more of James's hatred, not only towards himself and his sexual frustration, but also the fact that he starts to hate the hospital staff the longer he was there with Mary. So, also if you notice on their mouths, they have orange squares, just like the save symbols too. Bet you didn't know that till just now. So, we're going to sequence break a little bit, but I'm also doing that to get the leave ending. So we're going to go to the roof. Now, if we go over here, there's this document right here on the ground. If you examine that, that actually increases your in water ending because it's a, like, suicide note. Or depression, I should say. So yeah, just another theory on why I view Pyramid Head as more of the shepherd to James, rather than an actual victim, or sorry, villain. So if we actually do this at any health, you're never going to die from that fall, but it does knock your health down. So we need to go in this padded cell right here, and on the wall is going to be a code. It looks like 7865, I'm guessing, and there's a little bit of a puzzle as to where you need to do that. That one's going to be tough, because that's actually really hard to read. So we're back on 3rd floor at this point. We don't need to be here right now. So we're going to go down to the 2nd floor. This area is really easy if you know what you're doing. You can sequence break it really quickly too. So the nurses are also very fucking dangerous. They are very quick, and they also do a shitload of damage, and they have a very, like, high chance of hitting you if you just run past them. I also really liked this section the first time I played it. It actually kind of got me a little bit, because guess what? Yeah, mannequins don't make radio static, so there's no way of knowing that one's there the first time. That was actually a really good, moment the first time I played it. I think I only jumped maybe once. I can't really pinpoint which exact portion it was either, unfortunately. I know, you just want to know what scares me the most. Very specific shit. So, we can go in this room and grab this. And we get the exam room key. I like this little bit of dialogue here. There's no time to be looking at a stupid poster. It makes me think of that moment in MGS2 where Snake gets like a stiffy. It's great.
Ow.
Better keep touching it. I also think James has hepatitis right now at this point. And we get a bent needle. And we also get a new toy, the Big Pimp Daddy shotgun. That is pretty solid. That's going to be mainly used in boss fights, and one specific enemy later on too. So I'm not really going to use that as a common everyday use the dudes thing, but you can if you want to. I like this. This is a typewriter. I've gotten a use for this. This isn't Resident Evil. Wait a minute, what's this? There's a sheet of carbon paper still stuck in the typewriter. I can read the imprint. So that is a randomly generated code for every single playthrough. That does change per person. So you do have to go in there to figure it out the first time you go in this area. Now, at this point in the game, it gets a little bit easier too. This is where we get the lapis key, and I think there's a health drink. No, that's the next room over, I'm sorry. At this point, you can also go in and out of certain areas in this area, and you'll actually spawn nurses in passively. That's one way of increasing your kills, and the reason I also suggest as well, like everybody else does, to put bullet adjust to 3 is because the shotgun is the best way to get enemies on the ground and just kill them really quickly. I prefer the handgun to get them on the ground though. You can see what I mean, like that nurse just spawned in as well. But this is not the only place to do it. And since this game actually doesn't have a tracking system, you need to keep track of that on a piece of paper or something. There's no way in hell you're going to remember 75 exactly unless you're insane and you can somehow do that. I'd love to see it if someone can remember that. I actually have a stress issue that I can't remember numbers properly because of my old job and dealing with numbers all the time, and I also used to work in order entry. So the stress and the time doing it actually fucked up my memory perception, so yeah, if you can remember numbers, go for it, man. But if I was doing it, I'd probably just have a piece of paper that says melee kill, gun kill, just, notch them off. That's probably the best thing you can do. But because these areas can sometimes have respawning enemies in them, you want to be very careful. So now we can actually go back up to floor 3, and we can do the final bit of the puzzle. You need all 4 of these keys to actually go in this area. It's not a very hard... Oh shit, I went backwards. It's not a very hard puzzle, personally, but I enjoy it. It's not, like, overly simple or overly complex. It's a very fun idea to make the player explore all these areas. I like it a lot. So, in terms of damage as well, nurses tend to take, I think, about 1 or 2 more shots to put down, as opposed to, like, the mannequin enemies and everything else. They're also attracted to light, which I think they did in one of the movies as well. You can hear behind me, there's also another nurse they spawned into. I'm not really super worried about it right this second. And we're gonna go down here, and this is the hint. There's something written on the wall. Take care of you forever, it is my destiny. I've always interpreted that as, well, the whole area is, like, got, like, the insane dudes running around, so, probably not the greatest place to be, but, cool. We can unlock that, and... Oh, shit, I did it out of sequence. I am so dumb. Don't do what I just did. I was trying to be fancy, but... Oh, well, we'll get a couple of melee kills in, right? That's the point of Silent Hill games, to kill shit! But, I was like, wait a minute, I saw the exam room key and went, oh, fuck. This is not the most graceful playthrough ever, but hey, if you want to criticize it, that's cool, dude. I'm going to be doing a speedrun of this game following this series, so if you're like, oh, Seth's such a scrub, he doesn't know anything about Silent Hill 2, well, you just fucking wait. I won't be doing any commentary for that because generally I don't commentate while I'm speedrunning. It's just... I'm not a professional speedrunner of this game, by the way. The only games I'm really good at is Zero Mission, Metroid Fusion, and Quake and stuff like that. I'm not exactly an expert at every single game I've ever played. I only consider those speedruns the ones I'm good at. So, you can also get the exam room key and do the 3rd floor like I did a minute ago, but it's depending on how quickly you want to do it. If you're going for speed, don't do what I just did. Alright, I like this document as well. The potential for this illness exists in all people, and under the right circumstances, any man or woman would be driven like him to the other side. The other side perhaps may not be the best way to phrase it. After all, there's no wall between here and there. It lies on the borders where reality and unreality intersect. It is a place both close and distant. Some say it isn't even an illness. I cannot agree with them. I'm a doctor, not a philosopher or even a psychiatrist, but sometimes I have to ask myself this question. It's true that to us, his imaginings are nothing but the inventions of a busy mind, but to him, there simply is no other reality. Furthermore, he's happy there. So why, I ask myself, why in the name of healing him must we drag him painfully into the world of our own reality? Something else is written on the hand. I got the key from Joseph. It's probably the key to that box. So, I forgot to grab that. That was my fault. That's how you get the purple bull key. I didn't like this puzzle the first time I went through because I ignored the other typewriter like there. So I didn't think I had to examine the other typewriter upstairs. So I had to go through this section quite a bit the first time I played it. Not a huge gripe, but I wish it was signposted better personally. So there's also some shotgun shells in the sink. We're going to need those for much later in the game. I also like this little memo here. I love it. Food only. Do not store drugs. It's true. I mean, it makes sense. But that's also how you figure out the wall combo for the third storage like I did. So, sorry, third exam room area. So now that we have all the keys, we can go ahead and go back upstairs and do what I tried to do and be all fancy-like, but fucked up. But when you guys see the speed run, you'll see me do the proper way of doing this. Plus, I'm not examining everything. I'm probably going to estimate an hour and 25 minutes, possibly less. So I hope you guys are going to look forward to that. I'm looking forward to it as well. So, anyways, pretend that I didn't clear this area. It would have been much more cool in my opinion. But oh well, I enjoy this game a lot. It's nice to play it slightly slower than normal. So, that's where we'd use the lapis eye key, and then we're going to use the bowl key. I don't really know where this, like, would fit in the actual key structure, but whatever. And then we can go to our memo, and we can go to turn. I'm going to say that's 7865. I think this number is random, so 7865, right? I hope that's what it is. This is the only puzzle I really don't like because it's hard to see. Oh, perfect. Wow. And I've already forgot the carbon print, so cool. This one is 34. Shit, I passed it too quick. 3427. Okay. So this is also a random. These two things are... Shit, I just forgot it because I was talking. God damn it. 3427. Let me punch that in, then I'll talk about it. It's random. So, 3427. I always say I don't have any, like, issues like that. I just have awful memory with names and numbers. There's nothing. No, I'm wrong. There's a few hairs inside. What'd you think was gonna be in there? Fucking guns and anime titties? No. It's fucking hair, dude. What do you keep in your giant lockboxes with 4 fucking keys? Amateurs. Anyway, so we gotta go in the shower room here. And we need to use the hook, or the needle, I guess, and then the hair, and then use it like that. James has played a lot of RuneScape, I'd like to point out, because only a master fisher could do this. And we get the elevator key. So this allows us to go into the elevator, but also to go down to first floor, which is where we need to be, since the actual thing is blocked and we can't open it up down there. So we'll go down to first. I like how this has the open and close thing. It's really subtle, but I like that that's part of the UI. I know, it's weird. But I love this track, dude. It's fucking uncomfortable. It's like a respirator and shit. It's awesome. So, it's the kind of stuff I'd make personally. That's probably why I like it so much. So, this room does have items, and like I was saying earlier, you want to make sure... Just to make sure you pick up items in general, because if you want to get a good score, you need to have a certain number of items picked up. I think it's 150 plus 8 optional items.
Laura?
Huh? You know my name?
Eddie told me.
That big fat blabbermouth.
How do you know about Mary?
What's the big deal?
Why can't you just tell me?
You gonna yell at me if I don't?
No, I won't.
I was friends with Mary. We met at the hospital. It was last year.
You liar! Laura,
Fine, don't believe me.
But last year, Mary was already... I'm sorry, Laura. Anyway, let's go. We can talk about this later. This is no place for a kid. There are all sorts of strange things around here. I can't believe you haven't even gotten a scratch on you.
Why should I? Wait! There's something I gotta get.
Later, okay?
But it's really important.
What is it?
A letter from Mary.
Huh?
I wanna go get it. Is that okay?
Yes!
Come on, hurry up.
Is it in there?
Yeah, in the back.
What are you doing, Laura?
It's further back in the desk.
Laura! What are you doing?
Ha ha, I tricked you.
Open the door, Laura.
Why should I? I'm a liar, right? Want me to open it? Huh? Do ya? What's the magic word?
Laura?
Okay, I guess I won't open it. I think I'll just leave you like this.
You snotty little brat! Open up!
Why, you...
Laura?
You cut me!
Alright, so... I also forgot to mention, I think Laura, the voice actress, is also the kid of the guy that voices James, I'm pretty sure, as well. So anyways, this is the Flesh Lips boss fight. This is the only time these enemies show up in the game. Now, I do not recommend going for 2 shots, because they can absolutely fuck you up, and they will do so much damage to you, which, you know, if you're going for a 10-star ranking, you don't want to take too much damage. So, I think that's probably as close as I'm going to get. Now, the lower their health is, the more sporadic their movements get. They'll do these, like, weird, like, sort of weird movements after a while, because they're just more pissed off, I guess. But do not try to get more than, like, 1 shot off on them at a time. If they're, like, this close, it's just way too dangerous. It's just asking to get hit. So, you can also tell they die because they do that little curl up with their feet. They still have to move forward a few inches when they do that, so just pretend that after every shot, they're not gonna die, so... I also like this boss fight. It represents James's phobia of seeing his wife bed-stricken. It's actually a really awesome design, I think, personally. It's just creepy, and it's just enough weird that it's not awful. And yeah, there's a third one that joins the party. What's up, Commander Fleshlips? So, here we go. This is the last one. I think this one spawns in with half as much health. I might get kicked here. That was really close. So, as long as you're not fucking around too much, these things really shouldn't be a huge problem. But, like, from here, this one might be able to do that, like... Yeah, see that? They can do that if they're that far away and on low health. It's... Oh, you see what I mean? The hitbox is fucking massive on that attack. It's not a ton of damage. You can probably go on the wiki to find out. But if you stay underneath them, they actually strangle you. So you want to be very careful. Oh god, come on, just die already, damn it. You can use the shotgun or you can use the pistol. The hell? Okay. That was weird. So yeah, James is officially transitioned into the other world at this point of Silent Hill. So, we don't have enough... Oh, that's fine. I'm not going to use the shotgun for a very long time anyways. So if you're going to go for the UFO ending, this is one place you can use the blue gem. I'm not going to do that. You can do that on your own time. It's more fun for you to find that out yourself. So... yeah, that is probably where most people are going to take a lot of damage if they're not careful. It's very easy to get hit by those, so... Also, in Silent Hill mythology, fans always represent rebirth. I'm not really sure why. I guess it's coming into the exit of something and slicing it apart. I don't know. You can debate which other world looks best. I like this one a lot, too. But I'll see ya in the next one.